Okay.
Hello, welcome to Blood in the Water, our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicles set in Tampa, Florida. I am Bolthra, your storyteller, and I have three amazing players with me tonight, as usual. Let's start with Jen tonight.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm playing Layla. She is a Toreador vampire who plays the bass in an all-vampire band.
And let's go to Aloysius.
Hi, I'm Aloysius. I'm playing Silas, the Ventru Fixer who likes to uh, make people's problems go away and get paid for it.
And last but not least, Darwin.
Hi, I'm playing Stan. He is a catif that just recently became a vampire and still trying to figure out most of this.
Previously on Blood in the Water. In our last episode, and the storyteller needs to get to his notes. Stan was. Hold on. Wrong.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Exactly, yeah. Stan sought assistance from Layla and Silas regarding the mysterious reappearance of his uncle, Curtis Johnson. The pair, along with Donnie, have agreed to help him. The only link seems to be Deshaun Taylor, the Baron of West Tampa. Maybe there is a link there to the identity of his sire. And as we open, and this could be something you saw on the TV, on your phone, but a news story comes across. Tampa police need your help in finding a suspected arsonist. Rebecca Hernandez, age 36, is a person of interest in a Carrollwood house fire 1 week ago. And the next thing they show is home security footage of a woman throwing a Molotov cocktail at a house, then running away, followed by a picture that both Silas and Layla would recognize as the woman from the house.
That's what I was thinking.
They show a mugshot of a woman with long, scraggly brown hair and a fierce expression. Hernandez is considered armed and dangerous, so do not approach her directly. Please contact Crime Stoppers at blah, 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 blah if you have information on her whereabouts. And we're going to fade out from that. And then we open our scene with the coterie is in a speeding car racing through the streets of Largo, Florida. Silas is driving, checking his rearview mirror frantically, eyeing the vehicle that's rapidly gaining on them. He looks back as a bullet takes out his left rearview mirror. Layla sits in the passenger seat, reloading a pistol frantically. Stan sits in the back seat, his left arm bleeding from a gunshot. Donnie ducks down as bullets race past the window, then leans out to return fire. And then we freeze frame. How did we get here from what happened previously? And that's where we take a step back earlier.
It's a great question.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then we take a step back earlier in the evening to where the coterie have quietly convened at the Vale to begin their search. So what would the coterie like to do to start off their evening when they're looking to find information about what they're actually looking for is information about the Baron, Deshaun Taylor, and maybe information on how to find him or maybe one of his lieutenants. You have access to using things like your contacts. I think you might have allies. I don't know if allies is still a thing.
Allies is a thing. I don't think I have that, though.
You do not. You actually have it on your sheet, but no dots in it, interestingly enough.
Oh yes, that's when we were figuring out like how to add things.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I don't know how to get rid of it, but it's there.
I don't think I see any on my sheet either.
That's fine.
I don't know.
That's fine.
I think, I don't think Layla would have any contacts outside of like the band and the coterie.
Yeah, no allies. Stan got no friends.
Okay. Okay.
Sad man.
Sad Stan.
Oh.
Let's take a look at Layla's sheet then. Layla has two dots in contacts.
Okay.
Now, that is something that you can add into a roll to add essentially extra dice into the roll.
Okay.
So what we can do is, if she wanted to perhaps make, and I can roll the dice for you, Jen, today if you
Yeah, that
want,
would be helpful today.
is she could make a, let's see, are you looking for people, ordinary people, or are you looking for people perhaps more of a criminal element? What way would you want to approach this? I mean, obviously, Deshaun Taylor is not someone the regular public knows.
Right.
He is known to the name is known to you. I believe Silas has met him briefly once, but only really worked through lieutenants. If you could make me, actually, we'll start off with Silas then. If you could make me an intelligence and let's go with streetwise roll, and it's going to be
Okay.
difficulty 3.
Okay. Can I? Well, I guess like, what is this streetwise roll for in this like particular instance?
To know who would be, to kind of know maybe who to talk to in the area to maybe try to track down how to find the Baron.
Okay, then
If
that would not apply. Okay, so
yeah, you can do that or insight, but it's the same. You have one in each, so
okay, so intelligence streetwise.
yeah.
Okay, and kindred iconography will not help me in this particular instance. I was looking for symbols. That would be one thing, but particular people,
Yeah.
not so much.
Well, hold on.
Streetwise.
Well,
there we go.
let me think about that for a second. This kindred legacy. What does that do again?
Well, that helps me like let other people in the coterie roll dice.
Oh, okay.
It gives them like a boost, but kindred iconography, which is a lore sheet. One of my abilities that I have is writing on the walls, and so I'm able to look for marks other kindred have left behind.
Okay.
And that gives me an additional 3 dice to relevant streetwise rolls.
Okay, why don't you do that then? So I
Okay.
think what you can do is you can click the plus next to the kindred icon. Can't talk today. And then I think you can tag, say, your intelligence, and then you roll your streetwise, and it should add all of them together for your roll.
Okay, let me see. Okay, yep, it's looking like it's doing it. So let's do, well, okay. And do that, and streetwise, and let's see how this works out.
There we go. Cool.
3 successes.
Awesome. Okay. That is enough that you know that one of his lieutenants is named, and go back to my character sheet here, Emily Vaughn is one of his lieutenants. And to Stan, he remembers Uncle Curtis mentioning something about talking to somebody named Emily, who had told him about the job at Consolidex.
Anybody know anything about this Emily lady? Just looks around at the table.
I don't think I've heard of her.
And if Jen, if you would like to know, I can make a roll for you now. Now that you have a name, I can let you maybe access your contacts to see if, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll for you your contacts, your intelligence, and your streetwise.
Okay.
4 successes. Okay, to kind of build upon upon what Silas came up with.
Okay.
And about an hour of maybe texting back and forth with one of your contacts, you find out that Emily is known for she enjoys street racing. And that
Okay.
in Largo, down on 8th Avenue, it kind of late at night, around 1 or so, the kids like to like to go down there for racing, and that there's a good chance you might be able to find Emily down there. Aloysius, or excuse me, Silas. I keep calling people by their real name, by their character name. I go back and forth.
Yeah. Whatever.
Now that you've kind of got that name, you're kind of like, I remember her. She looks like a kid. I mean, she doesn't even, she looks barely 16. But you remember that she might even be considered the emissary for the Baron. So she's definitely pretty high ranking.
Interesting. So, any of your contacts know about a street race in the near future?
I don't know. I'd have to text them again, I guess.
There might be one tonight.
Oh, yeah. It looks like there might be one tonight.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what they were doing. They delayed the text or something.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
there is one. It's and I give whatever directions are
Yeah.
needed.
So chances are you will be with the kids. Layla's pretty young looking. I think Silas might be the oldest looking one, actually.
Yeah, he's like early 40s.
Oh God.
Oh my. Yeah.
Well, definitely too old for that crowd. So, but Stan is still like 20s something, I want to say. Darwin, how old does Stan appear to be?
Sorry, push the talk is being an ass. Yeah, Stan. He looks a little younger than he normally does since he can't really grow out any facial hair, but he looks about early to mid-20s.
Okay. So it would probably be advised that you, just storyteller advising this, that you may want to dress a little younger, or for going there. Donnie is down to go, but he's still
Of course.
he's still gonna wear some some punk shirt.
Yeah.
Maybe takes out some of his earrings, in case he doesn't want to get someone ripped out in a fight or something like that. So,
Yeah.
but Donnie's ready to go. So, basically, if you guys are ready to go, you can head over there unless there's something you want to do first. One thing I'll mention for Silas, the last time they went there, he did not bring a weapon.
Yeah, no, he made sure to keep his silenced pistol in the car this time.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure you had that option to make sure he was armed first. So,
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I got the work gloves and the silenced pistol in the glove compartment.
okay.
In case that's necessary.
Okay.
All right. Layla's not carrying a weapon because she doesn't really like them.
Okay.
And he's got knuckle dusters in his pocket.
She's just going to try to talk people out of things or into things, depending. Yeah, and she's not dressed as goth as usual because that's going to stand out. So she's wearing a long sleeve t-shirt that covers all of her tattoo sleeves, so no one will immediately spot her and identify her. And the front of it all looks really washed out, like it's pretty old. And the front has what may have been neon-colored mushrooms on the front, but now they're faded.
Okay. All right.
And she's wearing black shorts because she always wears black. And
Yeah,
like Doc Martens, like the girly kind with the little strap over the front. Yeah.
They're not pink, are they?
No, that's not her thing at all.
I'd like to note real quick, neither of the other two of us are carrying weapons. Silas is armed to the teeth.
Yes.
I wouldn't say he's armed to the teeth.
He has like 3 weapons.
He's a fixer.
I'm not making fun of you. I just find that great.
I mean, I guess if you're counting the 2 separate knuckle dusters as separate Yeah, then I guess technically it's 3.
Donnie carries a piece, even though he's more of a hand-to-hand fighter. He always makes sure he's packing. So I got you, bro. Don't worry.
In the heat.
Okay. Well, Largo is in Pinellas County, which is actually west of Tampa. So when you get into Pinellas County, you are now in what's considered ministry territory. And the ministry, for your characters, you've heard talk of something called the Followers of Set, who were basically a snake cult of vampires. Apparently, they've tried some rebranding to now be called the Ministry, and they're trying to, hey, we're not all about Set anymore. Most people don't buy it, but they have a strong grip on this area, especially in Clearwater, where there's a certain religious organization has their headquarters. I don't want to say their name because I don't want to get sued. But they're all about science fiction. Let's just put it that way. So I think you can guess. They are very litigious. So anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I was running a mage game, I would be all about them. So they would be the New World Order. So okay. So
Am I the only one that doesn't get which cult he's mentioning?
Don't worry about it. We'll tell you later.
We'll tell you when we're not. We'll tell you when we're not recording.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So
Okay.
John Travolta. If that
Who
helps.
that?
If that helps. No. Okay. So when you get down into Largo, you find 8th Street. Most of the traffic is off the streets, but you kind of go around this blind corner, and all of a sudden you come to this area with it's probably about 12 cars parked off to the side, and then just a whole bunch of other cars. It's like almost like a college party almost. I mean, that you can't imagine that all these people would be here and nobody is stopping this. Not quite an old school rave, but I mean that many kids gathered around a road where cars are lining up to race. Now you guys can kind of park on the outside and wander in. Again, you have an idea what Emily looks like. She's appears almost no older than 16. She has long red hair and pale skin with freckles, and just dresses like any other kid. So it could be hard to find her in this crowd. I mean, it's a mix of all kids of ages, and so it's not just oh, there's the white kids or anything like that. I mean, it's just it's just a sea of kids. So you would have to kind of mingle in and then kind of start searching to see if you can find Emily. So
hopefully the red hair makes it a little bit easier.
It will.
Statistically, it should, unless it's dyed, and then everybody may have it.
Right, exactly. So
Real quick, just making sure this isn't like a goth or punk crowd. This is like
no.
Okay.
Nope. What we would call ordinary kids or whatever, So
The normies.
Yeah,
The normies.
Exactly. So exactly. Obviously music is blasting. It's almost impossible to hear. Again, you wonder how the cops do not break this up. But it may be something that only lasts for an hour and then everybody leaves. So you happen to have gotten lucky. It looks like everything's still in progress. So what do you guys do?
Well, despite my best efforts, I'm definitely going to stand out like a sore thumb.
Probably.
compared to
They'll
everybody
think
else.
you're a cop. They're going to think you're a cop.
It's a cop.
Yeah.
Pig.
Yeah, we're gonna hear it all. It's gonna be like, there's a cop here. What's Grandpa doing here?
Yeah.
Gonna hear it all. So
That's like when I
I
go to the
should
bar.
probably, I should probably just hang back and keep an eye out. I think.
Okay.
That could work.
Donnie
Thank you
will
for
join
that.
you, but he'll, like I said, kind of hang back and just probably follow Stan and Layla, if depending on what they want to do.
Okay. Well, I think Stan and I look the youngest of us, so okay, Stan, I'm gonna link arms with you like we're together, and we're gonna go walk around and look for a redhead. Okay?
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna do anything weird. Okay? We'll just blend a little bit better.
All right, so
Fair.
you guys start to mingle through.
Mhm.
Um, kind of passing through different groups. Layla gets a comment or two. Ooh, I love your hair.
Oh, thanks.
That kind of thing.
Well, she did. She has the bangs,
Mhm.
like done gray, like the cool kids. So,
Yeah, exactly. So she does get a couple looks.
Mhm.
You kind of mingle through. Not really seeing anybody at first, and then I'm gonna have Stan actually make a roll first. Let's have you make a wits and investigation roll, and it's gonna be difficulty 4 because there's a lot of people here.
I don't got investigation. This is a problem.
Uh-oh.
Good luck. Fingers crossed.
Mm.
One success. There's a lot of people here.
Oh.
So let's have Layla make a roll.
Okay.
We'll do the same thing here.
Mhm.
And she has 2 in that. And just out of the corner of your eye, Layla, you thought you saw a redheaded girl kind of over to your right, like about maybe 15 feet away.
Okay, so I stop moving and I kind of try to look to see if I can still see her.
Okay.
I'm looking for red hair.
Okay. I'm going to have you. Why don't we use your auspex?
Oh,
Let's
I haven't used that yet. I don't think.
Nope. No. So let's take a look and see if there's anything that would help you.
Use your beautiful Toreador eyes.
Okay. Well, you can use heightened senses. The problem is, if exposed to extreme sensations like loud bangs, flashes of intense light, or overpowering smells.
Well, that's everywhere now. We're
Yeah.
like, we've got all these people around us. There's loud music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would
that's
you
not
like
gonna work.
would you like to try to turn on your heightened senses?
Can I turn them back off without like being a problem?
I believe you can.
Okay.
All right, so it's going to just involve a rouse check, which I will roll for you.
Mhm.
I don't think heightened senses requires a rouse check.
Thought it did. Let's take a
No,
look.
it should be a level 1 discipline, so it shouldn't.
It does not. Okay, good. So
Okay.
you succeeded anyway. So.
All right.
It was meant to be.
Exactly.
Good job.
So as you kind of move through the crowd, I'm gonna have you make another roll, but now it's gonna be much easier.
Okay.
So let's do this and. You think you see something as you're kind of like moving through the crowd, kind of watching somebody walk. So you're kind of dragging Stan along.
Sorry.
Now let's have Stan make a roll again, and now it's going to be an easier. And now that you kind of have a path to follow, it's going to be a little easier to try. So try your wits and investigation again, please.
You got it.
Okay, one success. You continue to kind of trail who you think it is, and they stop, and they stop actually by a red Corolla that's all
Shiny.
jacked up from racing. Has some racing decals on it, and you look and you're like, that's probably her. The girl has, again, the what kind of the description you're looking for. She is very pale, but still has freckles. And there's a couple boys around her, and she's just giving them orders like, okay, I want you to check this, check my tire pressure, and they're like, okay, we got it. And they're scrambling like a NASCAR crew,
Oh, wow.
to look at her car.
Okay.
So you get a feeling that's probably her based on the description. She likes to race, and the fact that these boys are scrambling to do everything she says.
Okay. So has Layla met her before?
No.
Okay. So I'm just gonna bullshit my way into it then. I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna bring Stan with me if he'll come with,
Okay.
and I'm going to look at her and say, "Hey, nice car."
She says, "Oh, hey, thanks."
Yeah. Great color too. It matches your hair.
Oh, thank you. Do I know you?
Oh, I don't think we've met. I just thought your car looked cool, so I decided to say so.
And she glances over at Stan and kind of half smiles. And she says, "You don't remember me, do you?"
No, I can't say we've met before.
And she kind of yells over to one of the boys. She's like, I'm gonna need a few minutes. And she's like,
Oh.
and she kind of pulls the two of you along.
Okay.
Silas, from where you're kind of mingling, I'm going to assume you kind of followed kind of on the outskirts, kind of keeping an eye.
Yeah,
on
trying to be casual
Sure.
and as not creepy as possible.
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
I want to have you actually make a roll. Let's see. Let's do wits and investigation, and you're going to be able to use your deduction.
Yay!
And it's gonna make it actually a 3. Hang on a second here.
Okay. Okay, wits investigation. Investigation. Doo-doo-doo. Roll.
Nice.
5 successes.
Nice. On the outskirts of the crowd, there's some really big guys who definitely don't look like teenagers. They're young, but they don't look like they're here for the races. And they look more like muscle, actually. And you can see they're just kind of keeping an eye on the crowd. They don't seem to have noticed you, but they don't seem like what you would expect at a bunch of kids just out racing.
All right. Is Donnie walking with me? Is he hanging out back by the car?
He was by the car. You do find him. He was talking to a girl.
Oh my god.
but when he sees you, he's kind of like, all right, he's like, I'll text you. He comes back over. He's like, what's up, boss?
See those guys over there?
Kind of follows you. Oh shit. I don't know whose they are.
Yeah, me either. Best to keep an eye on them in case they do anything.
Okay.
Or in case shit goes down here.
All right. We switch back to Stan and Layla. You get over to a kind of side area, and Emily just turns to look at Stan. She says, "I didn't think I'd see you again. Do you remember anything?"
Remember anything of what?
Well, I just know you're somebody important, and we were told to get you out of here. It really just gets you out of West Tampa. She's like, sorry, it sounds shitty, but we just dropped you off. But somebody's been looking for you. They've been asking about you.
So, when did you... Wait, what? When did you drop me off? Where?
And she tells you a date that kind of jives with when you remember you were embraced. I think you said you had just been in an alley or something like that, or kind of what was it? It kind of jives with what you remember of your first night. But now you're starting to wonder with maybe there was something earlier in that night that I don't remember.
Huh.
I'm gonna have you make a roll to see if you can kind of start to piece something together. Let's go with your wits, and I just saw it. Shit, where was it? Where was it? It was gonna be so good.
Politics. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I would be extremely surprised if it was politics.
Let's.
Is he even good at politics?
I don't know yet. he hasn't
Don't know
no
at
chance
all.
to use it. Let's go with your wits and your awareness for this one, for this first roll. Difficulty 3. Okay. There was something definitely happened before you were in that alley. You just have this quick flash of there was something, like I didn't just wake up in that alley. Like I was brought there, but by who, by what, I don't know. But like it's when she said that, it's like something was kind of almost like peeled back in your memory that you remember slightly earlier in that evening, but not everything.
All right. The moment Stan starts piecing back a lot of this together, he just like zones out for a few seconds. It's like staring off into space.
Okay.
Wait. So, who told you to dump me in that alley? You got any idea, or?
And she seems hesitant. I don't know if I can tell you this. And then suddenly a commotion breaks out in the crowd, and Silas notices this too. You notice over to the kind of not the side where the guys were, kind of on the other side. You see a bunch of young guys all start pushing and shoving, and of course and of course the crowd goes fight, 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 fight.
Yeah.
And the cell phones come out and everybody's getting ready to film the fight.
Kid screams out
We'll
words.
be all over social media in 10 minutes.
And from the left side, essentially, Silas, you see the men. They start to kind of rush through the crowd. They just kind of start to like shoving people out of the way. Layla, now that you've noticed this fight going on, and actually I have Stan make a roll too, just your wits and awareness.
Okay.
Difficulty.
Would streetwise be a thing?
For
that? I don't know.
I mean, streetwise, yeah, to get the hell out of the way if the fight is coming. So
Yeah, okay.
let's do wits and streetwise. I'll roll that for you.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, critical success.
Damn. Stan, you
Wow.
see these guys are looking right at you as they come through the crowd. They are just like shoving people out of the way
Oh.
to get to you.
Okay.
Layla, you're like you know somebody's coming through the crowd, but you haven't like seen exactly what he sees.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We should probably move. There seems to be a whole bunch of shit going down.
Yeah, that would be a good
Yeah.
idea. He just like still, if their arms are locked, he just starts running the opposite direction.
Okay.
Okay. I go running after him because I don't know where he's going. He's gonna get lost.
As the kids are watching the fight, and these guys are rushing through the crowd, one of the men has a bald head, is like multiple piercings, wearing sunglasses for some weird reason. Actually pulls out a gun and aims it at Silas. No, excuse me, aims it at Stan. Silas, you have now seen this. That this guy is getting ready to shoot at Stan and Layla.
Okay, where is this person in conjunction to me?
Well, let's think of it as on a clock. Say you're at 6 o'clock, and they're at 9 o'clock, and that Layla and Stan would be kind of in the middle of the clock. So, if that helps.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Well. I'll turn to Donnie real quick and be like, "Well, you're getting that fight you wanted," and then I'll pull out my silenced pistol out of my jacket and take aim at the dude who's about to shoot them and shoot him before then.
Okay. Have you make a Dex and Firearms?
Okay.
I will say difficulty 4 because you've got some kids running back and forth and stuff. So
it's fair.
2.
Only 2 successes.
Okay. You hit him. It's enough that his arm pops up a little bit, but he still fires. And Stan will be hit in the arm. It is really just a superficial damage. So that is on your... I don't think we've had many people take damage yet. On your sheet, that is where we mark on the... it's the bottom row, if I'm correct, for the...
They have two sections. Looks like the black dots.
Oh, yeah.
Flash is superficial.
Yeah, it's superficial, yeah.
How many?
Just 1. Layla, you've now heard a gunshot go off. People start screaming. The scene is erupting into chaos.
Okay. Are people like running around past me, or am I in that? Okay, I'm gonna like duck down a bit so that they can't see me, and I'm gonna try to get to wherever I think Stan is.
Okay. Yeah. Stan kind of got hit. He is not down, but he's definitely like, oh, shit, my arm.
Right. So I'm trying to get there.
Okay. Most of the kids are running the opposite direction from the gunshot, so they are running towards the fight, which has become basically a big clusterfuck of people fighting, people trying to get away. The second man now turns and notices that a shot has come from somewhere else, and is now going to aim at Silas.
Right, cool. Can I activate toughness real quick?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Julio, I will rouse for that. Oh, get a bit hungrier. Oh well.
Okay. And that like halves damage or something like that, or?
Yes, it subtracts damage equal to my fortitude.
Okay.
Level.
So your fortitude is 2. Okay. So it was originally 4 damage, so now you're going to take 2 superficial.
Okay.
Donnie, because God bless Donnie, is going to jump in. And I'm going to try to keep combat short, but I just want to go through just some of this real quick. Donnie isn't as much about the gun as he's going to just go charging in. He's going to go running at the first guy who shot. And Donnie's going to just start wailing on somebody. This is why you bring Donnie along. Let's see. Ooh, 5 successes. Donnie catches the guy with a haymaker and just floors him. He just goes back like about 10 feet. So that first guy is essentially down. Now we go back to Stan.
Okay. Stan may be having a little bit of a panic attack with all this going on. Just
no.
He's like, oh god, why is everyone running? Oh, I've been shot. I've never been shot before. I've never even been in a fight.
Just starts crying.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just starts running along with all the kids. He's like thinking for a second, like, oh god, what am I gonna do? Who are these guys? He like turns around, just quickly see what all his allies are doing.
I'm hopefully trying to find you. Maybe you see me.
Yeah. You find him.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, looks like you got hit a little bit. You're gonna be okay. Don't worry.
Okay.
We got this. Yeah, we got this. Let's I don't think going into the crowd would be the best idea, but it might.
Now Emily was right by you, and she ducked down too, and you see her actually pull out a piece, and she looks at Stan and tosses him keys and says, "Take it, get out of here."
Stan's like, thank you. He's like shimmies over the car. He like misses the keys like 2 times before getting it in.
I'm gonna go over and steady his hand. Here, you know what? Let me drive.
Okay.
What's your drive score?
I don't know. I have something. It's a 2.
Yeah, I was to say, I think yours is 2.
Yeah.
I got a 1.
Okay.
I also have a 1.
I was trusted with the key.
We're back to Silas. Okay, so you see Donnie kind of took one of the guys out. Then you got the second shooter.
All right. Well, I'll shoot at him again, I guess.
Okay. Same diff. So.
Yep. Okay. And firearms. And, critical. Oh, messy critical. I'll take it.
You get him right between the eyes, and it is like watching a water balloon pop. So that is quite messy and splatters backwards. So Donnie turns to him. He's like, "Good shot, bro." he's like, "We gotta get out of here." He's like, "Silas, come on."
Yep, you don't have to tell me twice, and I'll just stow the pistol back in my jacket and start hoofing it.
Okay. So you guys get to Emily's car. Emily is up and now shooting at. Looks like some more guys are coming. And she's like, just get out of here. Keep Stan safe.
All right. Get in, Stan. We're driving this thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna drive it.
Okay, you're gonna drive it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Stan's too much panicking to even argue.
He's freaking out. He's not gonna handle it. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. So we are going to change what happened at the beginning to now.
Oh no.
Which
I
is
just screwed it up, didn't I?
No. No, it's absolutely
Okay.
fine. It's Layla is driving.
Yes.
Watching, looking in the rearview mirror when a bullet takes out the rearview mirror. Silas is in the passenger seat, reloading and getting ready to look behind them. You guys just pour out of the parking lot or down 8th Avenue and start just tearing across Largo. I am going to
This is definitely not an ideal situation.
No.
I gotta say, everybody.
Well, I don't know.
Okay. Layla, you are going to need to make as you get on 8th Avenue, a car comes racing behind you, and
Fuck.
it is gaining on you. It looks like it's also got it's also like a similar equipped race car.
Oh, that's gonna keep up. I hope we have enough
Yeah,
gas to get out
yeah.
of here.
So okay, so I'm gonna have you make a let's go first with a Dex and drive to see how you do. This is just sheer, can I make this vehicle make the turns that I need to? 2 successes. Okay.
All
So
right.
let's see how your pursuers do. They're keeping up. So now you hear a gunshot go off, and again, this is the point where you see your rearview mirror on the left side blow up.
Fuck.
So
I
now,
could probably afford to replace that for her, though.
okay. So
Yeah.
Silas can lean out or just go out the window and take a shot at the car behind them if he would like to. It's going to be difficulty 5 because it is a moving target. You are hanging out the window of a car attempting to shoot, but you can return fire if you would like, and that'd be Dex and firearms.
Yeah. I will blood surge. Why not?
Okay.
Try to improve my chances.
Nice.
Don't get hungrier. That's awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
And you can spend willpower if you'd like to achieve a success.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, and firearms.
Nice. You
successes.
Leaning back and you take a shot. You hit the windshield, kind of right in the center. So you see it just explode.
Spider webs.
Yeah.
And then explodes.
And the car is like swaying and swerving. And Donnie is going to try to take a shot. And he actually he kind of reaches over to his side and he's like, Stan, I told you I got one for you, man. He pulls out another gun for you. He's like, come on, bro.
Stan's takes like a few seconds to realize it because he's still panicking. Oh, yes. Thank you.
So if Stan would like to take a shot, he can lean out the window and take a shot if he'd like to, or if he'd like to try to keep his head and stay in the car, it's entirely up to Stan.
Listen to Donnie.
Okay. So is he? So he's going to stay in the car?
He's gonna help fire.
Okay, cool. All right. So Dex and firearms.
Yeah. How bad can this be?
I mean, worst comes to worst, you just miss.
2
You
successes.
said we could use the willpower to make.
You can. Yeah. To essentially achieve an additional success. So if you want to spend a willpower, I'll let this be 3 successes if that seems fair to the group.
Sure.
Okay. You hit the windshield again, the windshield area, and you hit somebody in the passenger seat, and he like, "Ugh!" And he was one of the people who was firing at you. So now the car is still kind of fishtailing, but the driver just really seems he's still managing to keep control. And then we go back to Layla. You have a really tight turn coming up as you're going to attempt to maybe jump onto County Road 19 to have more of a straight line road to try to get away.
Okay.
This is going to be more. This is going to be a Dex and drive again. And it's gonna be 4. Let's try that again. So let's see if she can pull it off.
Worst case scenario, I'm gonna like 2-wheel it and come back down.
4 successes.
Wow. Okay.
You managed to just maybe just kind of hit the barrier just a little bit, but you managed to just get in there and you're just you're on the ramp and you're getting up to 19. I'm going to see how your pursuer is doing. And he really scrapes the barrier hard, and is starting to fishtail a little bit. If anyone would like to take another shot again, this is going to be actually a lower difficulty this time because the car is less moving side to side. It would be like an easier shot now. It would be like a difficulty 3 if anyone would like to take another shot.
Shoot one of the tires. That'll stop him.
I'll do it. I'll also blood surge again, because why not?
Okay. Ooh.
Excellent.
All right.
Okay. Okay, there we go. 4 successes again.
What were you going for, the tire or the driver?
Just the tire.
You can do whatever you
Tire?
want. Okay.
Definitely, you take out the left front tire, and once you hit it, he goes swerving over and hits another barrier, and he just totaled.
Excellent.
That'll take care of him for now.
So you are now on 19, roaring away, and then you hear sirens in the faint distance.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Always the fucking police.
This is not the first time we've had an adventure like this, you know. Since it was while I was driving then too, yeah.
Arguably this one's more exciting though. Lot more gunfire and bunnies involved.
This might make the news, but I don't
This-
really want to make the news.
What's that?
How many adventures like this have y'all been on?
It's us, just one so far.
Yeah, the two of us, just one. Now, individually, who's to say?
All right, anybody know the streets well enough to tell me where to go? Like to outmaneuver whatever's coming?
That is where I'm going to have. I'd actually allow everyone to make a intelligence and insight roll, difficulty 4, and if you get combined 6 successes, you're going to be able to communicate. Hey, you want to make a right up here? You want to jump on this?
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see kind of a group effort. Okay. So 5 successes. Nice. Okay.
Wow.
I would say great start immediately.
Great start.
Yeah.
All you need is one more.
Wow.
Stan uses the ultimate technique of the GPS.
It's intelligent.
Intelligence and insight, please.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Did you get it?
Boom.
I got 3 successes.
3 successes.
Okay.
So he tells you, you want to head on east. You want to get to this bridge because basically you were trying to get back to South Tampa.
Right. Yeah.
And the way you're going to go is you go up Pinellas County and you kind of go east to get over to Tampa.
Okay.
So within about probably about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, you don't hear any sirens, and you do manage to get back to South Tampa. One complication is unfortunately Silas's car is still there.
Yes, I'm so fucking pissed.
Sorry.
He's seething on the inside. He's not expressing it outwardly, but he's a sort of like got that quiet rage going on a little bit.
Don't worry, Stylus. You can have this car. They probably aren't expecting it back.
That is not the issue.
Yeah.
So,
Especially if things are still in your trunk.
no, that's done. That's taken care of.
Okay, cool. All right.
That was weeks ago. I'm not that much of an amateur.
Well, I don't know. I've never done that.
Excuse me,
All
what?
right.
What
Don't worry about it. You don't want to know.
About it.
You don't want to know. I'll tell you later, maybe.
Yeah, but well, since we have this, maybe we'll be able to comb it to figure out more about this girl and I don't know. Yeah, maybe something about Deshawn, possibly. I doubt she's that much of an amateur, but
So what?
it doesn't hurt.
So Donnie's like, so what happened with this Emily girl?
She seems to know Stan.
Apparently, she was told. Was it East Tampa?
Mhm.
Apparently, she was
No,
told to get...
actually, to get you out of West Tampa, and you were dropped in South Tampa. And she works for Deshaun Taylor, who is the Baron of West Tampa. So basically, you were taken from West Tampa to South Tampa, but that's what you've started to piece together, so that you weren't maybe necessarily embraced in South Tampa. You may have been embraced in West Tampa, but you were brought to South Tampa, basically dumped there.
So apparently I was from West Tampa, or at least her job was to get me out of West Tampa. That's probably how I woke up in the South.
Could be.
It's a definite possibility. Seemingly, she didn't have a reason to. Oh, I wasn't there, but seemingly. For now, let's just take her word for it. Let's not overcomplicate matters unless we
I may
have
as
a
well.
reason to actually do that.
But
She seems like intent on getting him out of here or out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this something vampires do a lot, where they, try to defend each other's lives like that? Because
Depends on the vampire.
fair.
Yeah,
She
by nature, we're rather selfish creatures, but
Typically. Yeah.
it's been known to happen.
Okay.
Especially if there are certain extraneous circumstances involved.
Stan's writing this down.
Stan.
Seemingly, yours was a special case for a multitude of reasons. It's just a matter of finding out what those reasons are.
I've heard the word special case defining me in this whole debacle going on too many times. Yeah, because she very much seemed like she wanted me out of there once they started firing.
Donnie says, so maybe those guys just started shooting when they saw you. Maybe they've been looking for you.
Maybe. But that also raises the question, how did they know that he would be there?
That is a good question. We didn't even know we were going to be there until we went.
Exactly.
Maybe one of your contacts let something slip.
That's what I was thinking.
But you never mentioned, and this is Donnie saying, you never mentioned nothing about Stan, right? You just said you were looking for somebody, right?
Who are you asking?
Layla. Because Layla was the one who talked to her contacts.
Yeah.
And all she said was, I'm trying to find this Emily.
Yeah, that's all I said.
So maybe one of your contacts gave you up.
I don't know who would do that though. Wasn't her.
Well, get to answer one question, or answer one question. More questions pop up. Isn't that how things usually go?
Yeah.
All this thinking makes Donnie's head hurt.
Oh.
So much so that Donnie is now referring to himself in the third person.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do superficial wounds work with vampires? Do they just heal naturally at a point, or
you can
make a rouse check to heal one superficial damage, unless you have something that allows you to heal more depending on certain situations.
Yeah.
And then for aggravated, you have to rouse 3 times in order to heal 1 aggravated.
Yeah.
So aggravated is rough.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's like if you get burned or just really, really badly hurt.
Yeah, so if you guys want to do rouse checks to try to heal your damage, you can.
I don't know if I took any damage.
You did not.
We'll do that. I will rouse.
Good.
Yay.
Okay. Good.
Hey.
Okay. All right. So I think Silas had taken 2, and Donnie had taken 1. So.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, so you're a little hungry, but
Yep.
But okay.
At the
Wait,
worst I've been.
real quick, did we roll rouse at the beginning of the session?
I do not think you did.
No, I don't think we did.
I don't think we did at all. Yeah.
Oh God! Forget I said that.
which is fine.
It's okay.
Yeah. So okay. So this kind of leaves you guys with some answers, but now you've got some more questions about why this Emily, who seems to know Stan, was so quick to help get him out of there. She did say something about you've got to protect Stan.
She did.
Interesting.
Yeah. And who the mysterious men were who started shooting. And
where are we putting Emily's car?
Right.
I mean, if no one else wants it.
I think she wants it back, but
I think she probably will.
yeah.
I'm sure she will, but I say we leave it with Stan in the meantime.
Okay. Would anyone like to give Silas a ride over and pick up his car, or is he gonna wait like maybe until the following night?
If I drive this one back to my house, I have a car. I can drive out there.
Okay.
It's kind of a clunker, but it'll get there.
And it doesn't look like a car that was seen racing away from there.
No, it's like an old Volkswagen kind of thing.
All right, sure. We do that.
Yeah.
Stan takes us to Layla's. He leaves. Layla takes me to my car. Peace out from there.
Right.
Sounds good. I just want to make sure Silas has his car back. So.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. I think this is a good place to wrap up for the evening. As usual, I'd like to thank my players. I think we're progressing with the story. Things are getting a little more complicated, but
Yep.
I think everything will turn out fine. I'm sure.
I'm sure.
So
that wasn't ominous.
Does anyone have anything they want to plug before we wrap up?
Yeah, I'm the host of the Shattered Soulstone podcast at shatteredsoulstone.com. It's mostly about the Diablo series of games and whatever shenanigans Activision Blizzard King is doing at the moment. Plus some other stuff. New episode comes out every Saturday, and that's at shatteredsoulstone.com.
Okay. For me, if you already found this video, well, you know about our videos. So just please give us a like and subscribe to our channel and go watch Sophia by Night if you have not watched it already. We just wrapped it up last night.
We did. Mm-hmm.
And I think it was a good story. And
yeah,
that's about it. So I'm not the real talkative type because I've been talking for a goddamn hour. So we'll wrap up and we'll see you next episode. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.